I'm Don Wilkinson. I'm the Operational Partnership Manager at Lifetime Training. So I look after all our learner facing systems, so our learner management system, Aptem, and our extended partnerships with other providers such as yourself at Graide. I think one of the big things we noticed probably a year and a half ago wasn't so much a problem with the marking, but how much of a time sponge it was for the coaches. We're a big provider with circa 10,000 learners on various programs, all completing assignments at various stages. And eventually, those assignments need to be marked. And up until partnering with Graide, that was a person that had to sit there and do that marking. So, one of the big things we were looking to address was, can we use this nascent technology? Can we use artificial intelligence to support us with that marking? From there, we started to realize other secondary benefits, such as the standardization, the pace at which we can return work to learners. But overall, the big area we wanted to target, excuse me, was that time investment from our coaches in terms of having to sit and mark the work. I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so. There's so many. I mean, it's easy to fall into the trap of AI being the buzzword and it's the solution to everybody's problems. I certainly don't think like that. I think AI is an exceptional complementary tool for the great work that we're already doing. So, yes, Lifetime are on that train. We want to incorporate AI where it's suitable and practical for us. Yeah. So, as any provider would, we looked at a number of options. Grade had it. You took the lead on that development of a truly AI powered marking solution. And what really impressed wasn't only the interactivity on the platform, the setup of the platform. It's a really great learner facing tool to use. It's a great interface. But Grade had never lost sight of the person that has to sit underneath. AI is great, but I am most people at Lifetime championing that mantra that there still needs to be a person involved at some stage. Learners work really hard for their qualification, and there should be the relevant oversight wherever you're using artificial intelligence. And Grade certainly had that. It had that customizability to dip in and out, to have the confidence threshold of the AI set just so that when we're using it, we can be really comfortable with the results that it's going to provide to our learners. So that human oversight and the power of the AI combined with a really great interface. Yes, I would. I think the AI under Grade is really intuitive, really easy to set up, and great to use. We used it for functional skills maths, which I think it's only fair to say was not what it was initially set up for, but it's performed brilliantly. It really has. We put the questions in, a little bit of work on the setup, as with all things, which certainly wasn't a problem. After that, we released the examinations to our learners and let the, if you'll pardon the cliche, let the AI do its thing. From a tutor's perspective, from a coach's perspective, it has saved a lot of time. So we amended our delivery model just slightly. So rather than coaches marking assignments, on a one-to-one relationship with the learner, they more went into a pool to be marked, which massively increased the pace at which we get that marking done, which benefits the learner. They get that feedback and their action plan or their next steps sooner, which leads to better outcomes for learners. But it frees up coaches to do what they want to do, which is work with the learner and coach the learner, not sit there marking a math test. So that free time, that time that we'd freed up, even do coaches a disservice, that time that we'd freed up could be reinvested into higher value activities working with the learner, which leads to better outcomes. And finally, on that one, I think those higher value activities in the long run will pay off because we have released so much time for the coaches. From a learner's perspective, I'm really pleased to say that I think Grade impacted them very little, which was exactly what we wanted to happen. The exception of a new platform in which to do the test we were running was our maths pilot. Other than a different platform, which, as I said at the beginning, is very intuitive, really learner friendly, learner facing, learners didn't notice much, except that they got their results so much faster, which meant that they could either get the action plan on where to fill those gaps if something's gone a bit wrong in the exam, or they get with their coach and they celebrate passing that test and that they're ready to move on. So, in terms of the learner journey, it beyond the initial implementation and the occasional teething problem, which was learner to learner, it wasn't anything at scale. It was hardly noticed. It was the best outcome we could have hoped for. The relationship has been exceptional from start to finish, and from my perspective at Lifetime, thank you for the work you've put in. Hopefully, we weren't too needy, but we always come with a fair few questions. The onboarding and the setup were brilliant. We had 2, 3 sessions where we got shown how to use the platform. We got to go away and play with it. We got a test site where we could act with confidence in our setup without worrying that we're going to break something in the live tenant. And even when I referenced there have been the occasional isolated teething problem, as there is with any new partnership and with any new software, the solutions have been coming through in less than 24 hours. Within a day, the solution has been found and it's been implemented. Graide have responded to learner queries where they've come through. It's been a pleasure. They've really done well from all the way through. Absolutely, I would. I think if your tutors are spending time marking work, then Graide is definitely something to look at in terms of releasing that burden, but at the same time having the ability to have confidence that the end product is still to that same high quality. So yes, I would recommend Graide.